This is Dave Stabell again, making comments concerning the 8mm, Super 8mm film that has been converted to a disc. I'm looking right now at disc 1. I believe disc 1 should become disc 3, and disc 3 should become disc 1. A little better order of things. Also, there are some video on here that do not belong to the Stabell family. I believe they were from the Eldred and or Macklem family. I'm just you may look through them if they're there. I will not narrate them. It will be for interest to you possibly only. So we're going to start right now, and I am pushing to play the disc. I'm going to scene 1. This is a picture of Steve Schwab's parents' home in New Ulm, Minnesota. Naturally, this is the front of the house. They also had a farm, you know, but Grace, you're more than familiar with that, and so is Jeff, I realize. I'll just let you look for a minute. This is Steve coming home and Grace. And little Grace, I believe that is. The firstest and the bestest. Well, I don't mean that, Kate. But isn't that wonderful? Here they are. Grace has a nice bed for the baby. There's a good picture of the baby sleeping. She's just a little thing, too. Trying to wake her up, evidently, so she could see everybody, but she wasn't interested. There's Grandpa holding my first granddaughter, my first grandchild. And she loves her grandpa. She wasn't too happy getting herself cleaned up. But Grace had a good trainer. There you go, honey. You look good. Feeding her. Oh, that's Lisa Schwab. That's Steve's sister holding the baby. And there's Steve again with him. And here we have a Christmas with Grace and Jeff. Again, you can see this is a little out of place. Or a little out of sequence, I should say. There's Grandma Belle. And what do we have? Shoes, I bet you. No, look at that. Probably stuff for school, something she really wanted. Jeff has a rocket. And there's little Sandy. At least Grace got her hair cut a little. Here we are. This is the house over on Hollywood Avenue yet, the school's house. And I'm polishing the board, the toboggan. I believe this is the opening of the library, the new library in New Ulm. Your mom was very instrumental in that, served on that committee. Walter Mondale there on the left just walked out of the picture, was there. This, I think, was Al Doslin, the president of the library board at the time, and an attorney in town in New Ulm. I think that's your mother back there. He's probably saying what a good job the people of the small town of New Ulm, Minnesota did in putting this project together. And here she is. This has to be little Grace, because this is our house on South Ridge Road. There's her daddy, Steve, in the kitchen area with her. She says, take me, I love you. And there's my, look at that hair, isn't that beautiful? I love your hair like that. Talking to her grandpa. There he is, Grandon, still with us. Mimi had passed away already. That's little Willie. That's Will. Schnow dog. And we're in the kitchen eating area. Remember the bay window in the back of it? That was pretty to eat there. Grandon is with us yet. Steve. I'm not sure what dinner this is, if it's any particular one or not. But here we're walking outside. And that's the Schwab car. Oh, we're coming back from the lake. We took the, see the scuba tanks? We probably took the school van up to the lake. There's Willie, or we are at the lake. It looks like it could be. It is Green Lake again. And there they are out in the water already. Steve and I toasting them, hoping they're having a good time. Willie just loves the little crabs. It's Jeff and Grace. Grace was trying out my gear. Oh, and Willie was getting a little quick bath. Where this is, I'm not quite sure. That could be the Teton Mountains. I don't know. Very nice panorama. Oscar Ziegler, President Ziegler and myself, Harold Kaiser, Athletic Director for the Academy, Gary Dahlman, Grandpa Stabell, Mimi, Irv Waltz, professor at the Academy, who evidently on having a party get together in our backyard when we lived on Hollywood Avenue in the school home. Marie Raditz, Thelma Kaiser, and a whole slew of kids. Professor Mitchell lived across the street from us. Here we are at Green Lake again. I don't know what they're trying to catch, but Gracie is taking Jeff around to catch something. Must have been some bugs or something for fishing. Oh, she got that one. There's Grandma Bell. There I am with that Forever cigarette. Too bad you don't see any pictures of me without it. Uh-huh. Bring in the boat. That's the living end right there. That's Jeff going in. Here comes somebody. This must be Grandma Bell, I betcha. Coming in from little fishing. She didn't mind going fishing by herself even. No, that's not. That's Jeffrey David doing it all by himself. Yeah, we see you. The Forever Wave. I think that was his first time that he motored out by himself. Now he's got to move it over and get it in where it's supposed to be. Oh no, he's pulling out. That's Grace, I think, now. She wants to prove that she can do it. Oh, almost had it. Oh, oh, turn it, turn it, turn it. Woman driver for you. Oh, paddle out. Go ahead. Your brother didn't need to do that, Grace. Here she goes. She's going to do it this time. Yep. Oh, yes. Glamour girl. Love your hair. All right. That looked like the Macklem sisters. Yeah. Liz and Kathy Macklem. There's Grandma Macklem. I don't know where she is. Oh, we're in La Crosse, I bet you. Had a little family reunion there at La Crosse at a motel right on the river. There's Aunt Rachel. There's little Grace. Trying to teach you to float, Gracie. Uh-huh. Isn't she precious? Steve was very good with the kids, but he had a hard time disciplining them, that's for sure. There's a disciplinarian right there. That's Uncle Jeff. Or that's not Uncle Jeff. Yes, that's her Uncle Jeff. It's Kathy. Oh, here comes Grandma Belle and Grandpa. Looks like we're loading her up, putting her away. Uncle Jim and Grandma Macklin. Grandpa Macklin had passed away prior to this. There's Grandma Belle. Hey, baby. And the Schwabs are packing up, it looks like. I think that's the Minnesota before it flows into the Mississippi. I'm not sure. You guys would probably know that. I don't remember this. I just don't remember the show that they put on. Here we are, back at Green Lake. And who we got? I don't know who that was. Looks like Jeff. Oh, that's the Dolmans. When they went up one time. You saw a movie about this before, once before. We only went up there once with them. The dog used to love to leap in the water and go out and get his bone or dummy and bring it back in. Smart dog. Remember the stones in the water? It was so hard to walk out there until you hit the sand. Oh, what a splash. It has to be little Grace. Sure it is. Hey, baby, she smiled. Did you see that? There's Keithy. And Beeble. And Jeffrey David. And Marcraft. and I forgot Jeff. Jeff, I forgot what his last name was. Oh, and Gracie is turning over. Look at that. What a strong little girl that was. That was wonderful. There's Jeffrey sitting on a family room at Southridge. And there she is, Gracie, showing your body off to the world. That's terrible, by the way, they exploit you. And there's a wee guy. Jeffrey, remember that sweatshirt? I do. And Grandpa, sitting down. Going to chow down a little bit. Where are we now? I don't know. That looks like one of Jeff's boom boxes. Oh, well, there I am. I'm there, wherever it is. Aha! We're back again at the motel in La Crosse, evidently. Now we're here. This looks like the lodge. If it stops rolling. With Sandy. Sure it is. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't have anything to do with it. Well, finally quit. We got rid of that one. Is it coming back? There it is. I don't know whose dog that was. That's not the lodge. Oh, this is Izades. This is Izades. Where we would go out to the ice houses and fish. They're the ice houses. And we were the Queen of Hearts. I think we had a 4 or 8 holer. I forgot how many. I think there's 8 of them. 2 in each corner. Drive right out on the ice, go on in, drill some holes outside, put your line down. All the cars out on the ice, about 30 feet of water underneath you. Isn't that pretty? Golly, I'm sure glad I don't live there anymore. And what do we have here? John Mitchell, President Siegler, Leopold, Coach Leopold, Lori Tague. Ooh, this is our house. Looks like Grandma got me some cross-country skis, and I was supposed to know what to do with them. Only water skied in my life, never cross-country, but there I go. Don't I love Nordic? Just like the name Stabell. Norwegian, what the heck? You're supposed to know that. You're born with it. Boy, is that a lie. Backyards. Man, look at the snow. That looks like Granddad playing cards with Grace. Jeffrey quit trying to steal candy. I think he did that a lot. There I am, taking it easy. At least I don't have a cigarette in my mouth. There's Grandma Belle. Hi, Grace. I think that's Gracie in her Santa Claus outfit. Ha 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 ha. There she is. With Grandad. With his bathrobe on. Trying to stay warm. Jeffrey David. Hee. Grandma Belle. Pretty woman. Uh-oh. Grandad brought us all hats, if you remember. First mate, second mate, captain, and all that sort of stuff. Those Norwegian pictures should look familiar. Jeff, you got them hanging in your house now. That was pretty. That went up to the second floor, remember? Or the bedroom. Let's put it that way. That was in the living room, if you remember. Oh, they're folding Kleenex or paper towel for Grandad, so when his nose runs, he could use a fresh one every time. His boo-boo rags. Yeah, that's what they were. Here we're outside again on Hollywood Avenue, behind the house that the college let us be in. President Ziegler and my dad, my mom, Jim Schneider, dean of students, good hunter, great guy. Jerry Brown from across the street, professor at the academy. This is the kitchen area of that house on Hollywood Avenue. Oh my, what a ham. Some things never change. Now she's a lobbyist. You might have to live this one down, Grace. You wonder where Jessica gets it? Whoops. There was our house before it was finished. We were just getting going with it. Jeff's room was on the left, Gracie's room was on the right, on the second floor there. Here we are at a lake again. Looks like Jeff. I don't know who those kids are. That's Jeff. But I don't know who his buddies are there. Well, that's his teacher, Mr. Nolte. He was a real case, let me tell you. This must have been at scout camp or church camp on Lake Chetek. Now we're back home again on South Ridge Road. And we're moving in, it looks like. This is at, that was at the lake again. This was in New Ulm now, at South Ridge Road. Happy birthday, somebody. Oh, there she is. I love you. Gracie, come see mommy. Come see mommy. No, no, no. See, Grace? She's exploiting you. She's showing her body to the world again. You loved it. Really wanted to jump in the tub with you. He would have if he got a chance. Doesn't she look cute? Oh, Willie liked her too. Whoop, down she went. Willie, go away. They're saying. Easter? Must be, huh? Must be Easter. Stephen is happy he's got his toddy or beer. No, she didn't want that. This is South Ridge Road. Before the house was built, it looks like they were moving trees out. Sure. Digging a hole for the basement. See the road out front, South Ridge wasn't even paved at our end. There's the golf course. Look at all the wood I stacked up over there. No houses down there either yet. Backfilling. That's the basement area. The workshop was in that far corner there. New Ulm Building Center. This was the lower basement. Keith lived back in that house right in back, remember? Not the house directly behind us, but over one. There comes somebody, one of us, pulling up after they got it backfilled, and they're starting on the structure to go up. Pulled right into the garage. This looks like Fort Worth. We're back to Fort Worth now. Oh, there's Superman, Super Jeffrey, and Groucho Marx or whatever, Super Gracie. Oh, they're friends now. Oh, we knew it was you all the time. Oh, friends forever. Oh, what a muscle. Remember, Grandma Bell was president of the PTA there and so forth, and she helped sponsor a lot of things at school that you had. It was only 2 blocks away from here. There they go. I told her I'd recognize her anywhere. Well, Granddad's with us again, and where are we? Willie! Will. Gracie? It's little Grace, though. No, 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 no. That can't be. I'm not sure who that was. Now we're on South Ridge Road. Yeah, that is little Grace. Boy, it sure gets confusing jumping back and forth. Yeah, open it back. I don't care about this stuff, for Pete's sake. Oh, there are my slippers. Jeffrey's putting something together already. Little dinner time. There's Greasy. Dad, I want my finger. There's the wave. Everybody waves. Remember, when you're on camera, you wave. I don't think she much cared. Jeff sure didn't care. Ran out again outside on our little porch slab before we made it into a porch. Had a hammock over there. Nah, we're at the lake again. Uncle Jim, Grandma, Jeffrey David, Catherine, Elizabeth, I'm not sure where we're going or coming from. That could be Nicoboyne, I'm not sure. Pretty. Jeff on his mope with Aunt Rachel on the back. I think this is Nicoboyne. I don't remember taking Jeff's bike up there. He sure as heck didn't ride it up. What are they doing? That's little Grace again. Yeah, that's my stash. I'm going to put it over there, she says. There's the clap. You learn fast, Gracie. Kissing the dog. Jeffrey putting a tricycle together. And that looks like Keith. That's in the living room on Southridge Road. You were a messy eater, Gracie. Get your feet in it, too. Oh, yes. Uncle Jeff with his niece. That's probably up at Mille Lacs, maybe. There's Jeff with Willie out in the boat. Yeah, I'm sure that has to be Mille Lacs. Had a lot of fun vacationing up there, all of us. Same place. She's saying, it's cold, Dad. Get me out of that water. At least he's got your swimming suit on, Gracie. Really chewing on something. Probably that he shouldn't be. Uh-oh. Oh, this now dog had to attack. Here he is. That's Grandpa relaxing. There's Jeff at his first prom. Kathy will love to see this. Oh, he looks tough, doesn't he? Look at that. Grandma was proud of her baby boy. The background noise, if you hear a little rumbling, I don't know what it is, but sounds like somebody's working outside. Well, this is the girlfriend that he took. I won't say any more, Jeff, I promise. Weren't they cute? Grandpa sneaking up behind Grandma. There's Jeff at high school graduation. No, that's Elroy. No, that's Jeff. That's Jeff. I'm sorry, the glasses threw me for a minute. 3 generations of Stabels are. Jeff and his mommy. This is graduation, which was outside. And this was a back porch before we screened it, as I mentioned prior to this, with our little plantings we had. The only thing we didn't do is make it bigger. Kimmy, Furco, and Gracie, Kelly Furco. This was down at Grand Arms. Jeffrey, I remember we had to go and buy that sword, don't you, over the Tyrone Shopping Center here in St. Pete. Grandon, Uncle Vernon Walter. Crazy guy. Really miss him too. This has to be Christmas. There's Mimi. She was sick then, but she tried the best she could to be with everybody. Yours truly, Kimmy. Disney. I think this speaks pretty well for itself. You can almost hear the music, can't you? They put on quite a show, and it gets better every year. There was a lot to see then, but there's a lot more to see now. Okay, where are we? We've got a dive flag out there. Oh, this is when we took our certification dive, Jeff, when it was that cold. One place we had to move some ice away, if you remember. Okay, this was at Pompano Beach. Before Grandma and Grandpa evidently sold that house. And a Goodyear blimp. The lighthouse on the inlet, where John Eldred and I swam across that inlet and back again, and we never should have. We were crazy. This could be a Macklem Eldred film. Well, that's me and Gracie. Evidently, we were there. Jeffrey, we were staying in one of the apartments there, at Canada House, I believe it was. Aunt Rachel. I don't know where I'm going there. Oh, this is Eau Claire, when Jeff went to school at the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. Sure it is. Remember that, Jeff? 1 year you spent there. Then you transferred to Ohio State. Excuse me, Iowa State. Kathy, don't hit me. And naturally, that was your bunks that you guys built. And after that, you went to Mankato State. So we got when he's a puppy with a baby. Stephen and his little girl. See, Grandpa's trying to hide your privates. Everybody else wanted to show them off again. Yeah, you especially. That could be Eric. That's Jeffrey having to cut the grass. Now we're back up at Green Lake. Same old, same old. It's our cabin. And Gracie. Ooh, a couple of little fishies there. Guide Supreme. See that? And Grandma's a great fisherman too. I think Gracie was starting to think about boys at this rate. Right now, at this time of her life. This is definitely a Macklin film, or an Eldred film. That's John and Steve. Don't know these people. There's Grandma putting on that sweatshirt. See, they went over each other. This could all be cut out probably. If not, if you'd like to see it, that's fine. Stephen and Susan. That was Grace's boyfriend in high school, Timmy. And that was a girlfriend. That was her dog, Lassie. This was down at the lodge in Beloit. With more of Grace's friends. That must have been a delta gamma function of some sort. more movies that I have no idea where. It looks like a college one again. There's a Coachman. There's the girl I dated, Shirley Coachman. Your mom fixed me up with her, a sorority sister. Yep. They get rough in that dorm, don't they? Or that sorority house. Maybe we got this stuff because this is when your mother was at Florida State. And maybe that's why we got it. Somebody thought we would want it. They sure had a lot of fun, I guess, in that sorority house, didn't they? There's Grandma Myers right there, I believe. Sure it is. And Grandpa Myers. And I think there's Grandma Stabell. There she is. That's Grandma Stabell. They were a little chilly outside. They're my two grandmothers, your two great grandmothers, and my Grandpa Myers. Grandpa Stabell had already passed away. Fred Soar, his house, one of my dad's business associates and good friend. We were over at their house, evidently, which was right in back of Grand Aunt and Mimi's house on Pinellas Point Drive South. And we went over there for dinner, I guess. That's their daughter, Martha. Fred could never do it. They had a little pool like ours. Here. Grandma Stabell. We called her Nana. Her little Pontiac. It's Aunt Susan. I don't know where that static noise is coming from. There's my mom. There's Donald Furkel. There's Grandma and Grandpa Myers. I think it was their 50th wedding anniversary. Kelly, Timmy, and Donald. I guess this is all at the anniversary celebration. It's too fast for me to pick up a lot of people, which isn't that important anyway. My mom. It's Fred Soar again with one of his fish he brought back. They went out and did a lot of fishing together. It's a redfish, evidently. Oh, there's a northern pike. But who's holding it? Oh, it's Aunt Helen. That looks like Susan. That looks like Steve. Susan. Grandma. Jim. Uncle Jim. Uncle John. John, you shouldn't be smoking. Looking back now, none of us should have smoked. I don't know who that is with that boat. No idea. Never saw it. This has to be a Macklin movie or an Eldred movie. That's Steve. Caught his big fish. Look at that. Big northern. Jim and John again. Grandpa Macklin's still with us there. Grandma. Susan. Liz. Steve. And guess who that is with the red hair? And Aunt Rachel. Helen and Susan. Rachel at Nickaboy. Guess who? That's right, Stephen Eldred. Here we are at Plus Point Drive South, down here in St. Pete with Mimi and Grandon. That's Aunt Susan. She dyed her hair. Looks terrible. Oh, there go the girls. The Furco girls doing their dance. And Donald, he wanted to do it too. I have no idea why we have this video, but it's nice to see. I don't know where that is. Oh, that's up in Tallahassee. That's me working on my boat that I was making. Look at that sucker. Was that a nice little boat? Worked hard on that. And it paid off eventually. There's my dog. Countess. But wave, that's it. The wave. And Mama. Checking the boat out. Wow, what a hairdo, huh? I guess she was Prego at that time. Here we are, another Delta Gamma shoot with all the bathing beauties, probably down at Carabel or Panacea or St. George Island, somewhere out down there from Tallahassee. See, your mom was there for all of this, but she was the one taking the pictures. I think that was your mom's boyfriend that came down to Tallahassee to see her one time before she met me naturally. Well, there's your mom. An athlete she was not. Here we are again. It looks like Christmas time. That has to be Little Grace again, because I think I was in Tallahassee on Star Route. Sure it was. Grandaunt holding Grace, and Mama saying, "Are you all right, baby?" Ooh, look at that food. Well, guys, I think this is it. I hope it was as enjoyable for you as it was for me, and a lot of fun also. Hope you look at this once in a while throughout the remaining years you have. Think of us all. We had a good life. God was good. Thanks. Bye bye.